Hello and welcome to Dragon Ball Speak, a show where we summarize and review every episode of Dragon Ball Z, and we rate them each on a scale of 1 to 7 stars. I'm one of your hosts, Brandon.
And I'm Wesley.
And this is episode 90 of Dragon Ball Speak. Also, kind of the last episode of Dragon Ball Speak.
Yeah.
But not really. But
last
kind of.
episode of Dragon Ball Speak.
Speak. With a B. Thank you to Shuffle T, Brian Kazmala, and Raipato1992 for supporting us on Patreon.
Look how far we've come.
Look how far we've come. 3 to 4 years-ish. And 9 seasons on Blu-ray. And 291 episodes.
Crazy.
And we have finished Dragon Ball Z. So
I did it.
You did it?
Yeah.
No one can say you didn't do it.
No one can. There's like definitive proof online. You can hear my thoughts on every single episode. And even if you think I'm making it up, it's not possible because Brandon watched every episode with me.
Yep, for better or for worse, we know every opinion on every episode. And now, put it in your mind real quick. Think about the fact that for 20 years, this was the end of the story.
Yeah. That's it's pretty brutal, and I again don't know what happens next, but I feel like we're not seeing Oob. Like something tells me in my gut that they just didn't follow that up.
So, what did you think of the ending?
It was fine. I liked it in some aspects, and then other aspects I don't. I'm least happy with where it leaves Goku as a character because, like, what a lame move. Like, you suck, dude. You're a bad father. You're a bad husband. And it's weird that the show thinks that it left Goku off on a good spot, but it didn't. It's not a cool thing that Goku's like, you know what? Peace, family. And also, apparently he's been kind of not been a great friend for the past 10 years anyway. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe Goku's a sicko for the fights and that's all he cares about truly, but that's not the Goku I know.
So yeah, that's basically how everyone feels. Like the ending, it's so I like the concept they were going for. Like Boo's reincarnated.
Yeah.
He wants to train him. That's fine. But yeah, the fact that he's so neglectful of his friends that he doesn't see them for 5 years out of the 10-year time skip that we had.
Yeah.
And the fact that at the end he's just like, guys, I'm leaving and I might visit sometimes and goodbye.
Yeah, he's like, thanks for understanding. And they literally say, Gohan, his son, is like, we don't understand. What are you doing this for? And he's like, gotta go, bark, bark.
I also gotta blast. I also don't like the implication. Like Piccolo's like, he's the happiest he's been in a long time, which that's, everything here is like more or less in character, kind of. Like he would want to train this kid, but that kind of implies to me that for like the last 10 years, he's been like not as happy. And I'm like, that's kind of not that cool.
Goku's not necessary. I mean, he is happiest fighting because he loves to fight, but like, yeah, it just sounds like they're forgetting that a big part of why reason Goku fights and does what he does, other than like the challenge, is like he cares for his family and his friends. And now we're getting the implication that Goku is like, I don't really care about them. They kind of suck. Even like, I think Vegeta got like, no, Pan got the best like goodbye probably from Goku, which was fine. That was a very like grandpa to granddaughter goodbye, I guess. But even she's heartbroken. And Goku's like, yeah, sorry. And it's weird because I thought they were setting up Pan to be like his next protege. Gohan is clearly not really into fighting these days. He's like a professor now, right?
Yeah.
Is it professor? Yeah.
He said he's working on a lecture, so.
Yeah,
or
that's
something.
right. Goten is being a teenager and he is more concerned with, girls and normal teenager things than fighting. Trunks is the same way. And Pan is like all in, like the Saiyan blood runs deep in her. And like, I thought they were going to set her up to be Goku's protege and she'd train under Goku and Vegeta and like they'd find fulfillment in that. And raising the next Saiyan warrior to protect the world. And then Goku's like, I found better. And then just dips.
So you got to understand this one thing about Dragon Ball Z is that it doesn't really treat its female characters very well.
Yeah.
All of them either become a housewife or pretty much just get ignored.
Yeah.
And a few of them were fighters, and yeah, now they're all housewives. And
it's a shame because Pan, that's cool. I mean,
I
cool
thought
he has a granddaughter.
Yeah,
and
she's super
make
strong.
A mystery too.
She's super strong. It's implied she won that tournament.
Yeah.
And just the fact that just the fact, even Goten, like, yeah, he's not super into fighting, but like he can train. He was training with his dad, and Pan's super into fighting and wants to be strong like her grandpa, and and they just make like this random kid the next generation. It's very neglectful. It's very
the way it's out of nowhere. Like 3 minutes before the show ends, Goku is, I'm going to train you. How does that sound? And the kid's like, awesome. Yeah, of course it sounds great. Goku wants to train you. Cool. And then Goku he doesn't ask his family or his wife or anybody in his life. He tells them he's thankful that they understand. They don't. And then, he just pieces out. And they're like, are you leaving for good? And he says, sort of. If I asked my dad, are you leaving for good? And he said, sort of, I'd be devastated.
Well, like, what does that mean?
Yeah. You don't call your friends, apparently, even though you give your friends crap for, like, they complain that he hasn't talked to them in 5 years. And he's like, well, don't you have phones? And it's like, you also have phones. He's like the grandparent that's like, why don't you ever call me? And it's like, well, why don't you ever call me, Grandma?
Well, the thing is, the fact that he doesn't even realize that it's been 5 years, he's
like, oh, it has. And then the way he knows is because he says Bulma looks more middle-aged now, which is like, imagine, you haven't seen your longest friend in 5 years and he doesn't even realize it. And the only way he realizes is by basically saying, you look old now.
Yeah.
I'd be like, you know what, Goku? I whipped your ass when I was 4 and I'm going to do it again.
Yeah, it's, the ending, no one ever really liked the ending. Of course, the ending has a different context now that there's a series called Dragon Ball Super. But what you might not know, here's the twist. Whoa. Is it good?
Yeah, you're good.
Here's the twist. Super does not take place after this episode.
Oh, good. It takes place before it or
in the 10-year time skip.
No way.
I swear.
That is bizarre. And that makes we just watched the end of Dragon Ball technically, or is this I suspect that this is the last I have to worry about this episode. That's just a hunch I have.
Maybe not. I can't say that, but I will say when we start Super, when we watch Battle of Gods,
it's going to be in that.
If I didn't tell you this, you would have been incredibly confused.
Yeah.
Because it's basically right after the Majin Buu
what an
stuff.
Interesting thing to do.
Right?
That's so strange.
I guess it's because, like, the series ends kind of definitively with him training Oob.
But, I mean, that's a spot that you set that up to be where you pick up on next.
Not this time.
They even say, like, as long as Goku's around, there's peace and prosperity
So GT...
shall reign. And I was like, oh, Goku's going to die.
GT takes place after this.
Oh, sick. Yeah, well, that doesn't even count, though, because, yeah. Is Oob in GT?
He is.
Oh, okay. That's actually sick. Cool.
He doesn't do much.
Okay.
Well. Anyone who likes GT is a clown. I'm just going to say, dude, people are so... It's like the prequel thing where people grew up watching it so they like it. And it's like, no, if you watch it, it's bad.
Yeah.
No excuse. No. And Super has its great moments and it has a couple bad moments, but GT is all bad moments except for the last episode.
The
last episode is actually really good.
Dang.
It's only 52 episodes. I mean, what could you want out of it?
Yeah.
Or 62 or something. But,
okay, cool. I'm glad that I'm not. I was a little worried. I'm like, I hope this isn't like something that the fandom's like, they did it. They ended Dragon Ball Z perfectly because I was just so weird. What a weird.
So now that you know what you know, do you think that Super will like go through that time skip period and retcon Dragon Ball Z's ending, or do you think that it's going to keep it in mind throughout?
The ending we just watched?
Yeah.
I think it's gonna retcon it.
Do you think it'll go past it, or do you think we're not gonna get there, or what?
Um, I mean, there's nothing that like really. The only thing that Z would be retconned as is like if like someone dies in Super and then they appear in this final episode of Z, that wouldn't make sense. But like other than that, I kind of wasn't surprised at all where Z. I mean, I'd assumed we were gonna have a time skip.
You did say that.
I didn't think it'd be 10 years. I thought it'd be more like 5 or something. But I knew there was gonna be a time skip. All of our normals are like normal characters are still there. Their personalities were largely the same. Vegeta was a little weird. I feel like he didn't get any love, but he did look us in the camera and
oh my god,
say, "What are you looking at?"
He talked to us. He talked to us.
Is that gonna be? Is that Are we the bad guys in Super?
Yeah.
And he knows it.
There's no fourth wall in Super. It's just it's like Deadpool, but Dragon Ball.
That sounds superb. If I could have one thing in life, it's Dragon Ball Z meets Deadpool.
So now you got to assume like throughout Super, if there's like power-ups or if there's character moments or whatever, that recontextualizes the entire ending of Z for one, because these characters are presumably more powerful. For two, Bulma also says that she hasn't seen Goku for 5 years. So that would mean
that they just don't hang out for 5 years. But it sounds like Goku's just been if Bulma hasn't seen him, then I assume Vegeta hasn't, unless Vegeta's lying to Bulma, which wouldn't be super out of character. But I mean, even Krillin is annoyed with him. Like, it seems like no one has seen Goku for 5 years except his family.
Right.
Yeah, interesting. And
so you're go ahead.
Even then, like, Goku seems like, I don't know. Because Chi-Chi is annoyed with Goku for not going to the party on time, and she says that he's always got to go out there and save somebody. So maybe that's what she's alluding to is stuff in Super. But
that was actually the filler episode.
Oh, okay, so that is nothing then. Well, yeah, I don't know. That's definitely strange. I mean, maybe Super happens like off Earth, and that's why he doesn't talk to Bulma, and Bulma doesn't go. Like, she's not a part of Super much. But
you mean we won't get to see Bulma on an alien planet again?
Searching for pearls in the ocean.
Mrs. Crab?
Yeah.
Yeah, so are you pro or anti retcon? So do you think they're going to change the ending of Z, or do you think they're going to stick with it?
I don't think.
Because that's like the canon ending of Dragon Ball Z.
I think they'll retcon it. But I'm not of the belief that Super's going to get us there.
Right.
Like, I don't know if Super's covering 10 years.
Yeah.
I don't think it necessarily will.
Can you imagine, like,
it's kind of weird, though, because, sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you first, because I have mine's kind of different.
Because, like, if Super, I think it has to retcon it, because otherwise, like, what stakes will we feel in Super? Because the world status is fine and normal and everything's good in the ending of Z.
Right.
So, like, if I truly believe that they're not changing the ending of Z or retconning it or anything, then, like, do I need to be stressed at all in Super?
Right, it would lower the stakes.
Yeah.
Now, actually, it's funny. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, yeah. So imagine there's little old me. I remember the day. I literally remember the day vividly. I'm in high school, I think probably sophomore year or maybe freshman year, and I'm scrolling on probably Reddit or something, and I've been a Dragon Ball Z fan for years. And all of a sudden, and I'm at school. I remember I'm at school, and I saw the headline, which, I was like, if I was like 13, I wasn't like, I didn't follow internet culture like I did today. So I didn't know like everything about what was happening in the manga and anime industry or anything like that. But I remember seeing that they were making a Dragon Ball Z movie. And what's funny is Dragon Ball Z is the branding on Battle of Gods. And so it is that movie is a Dragon Ball Z movie. And it was going to be canon, and it was going to be, after Majin Buu and all this stuff. And I still remember like the sheer excitement I had because because the show was over. Like there was no continue. It was over. Like the thing happened and then it was over. And then everyone, for whatever reason, in like the late 2000s and 2010s early 2010s started getting super into it, myself included. And the reason he decided to do Battle of Gods is because he saw Dragon Ball Evolution, and it was so bad. That's the live action one.
Needed to redeem.
He was so bad that like he didn't want that to be like what left the taste that was left in people's mouths.
That's crazy that Toriyama did this ending and then was theoretically okay with not returning to Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Like, we are owed a Vegeta Goku fight, some kind of follow up to whatever, everything we just saw. 10 years, that's a lot of answers that we could get. And he was just going to be like, yeah, no, I mean, we're good. I finished that story. It's done. What did he do for 10 years? Like, was he...
I don't know. He may have worked on like some small stuff. I'm actually not sure. But he's actually not the main guy working on Super. He's got like a protege. He does the outlines and the character designs, and then like the other guy draws and has his own input. But it's still his story. But
so Toriyama has his own oob now.
Whoa! Not Pan. Oh, speaking of which, Pan. Why do you think? Do you have any theories on why that would be her name?
All I could think of was that everyone else is like vegetables and stuff, and like you cook those in a pan sometimes.
I think that's part of it because Gohan's name means rice, Videl is devil, whatever.
Oh.
But so like a frying pan because everyone's foods. But also she's named kind of after Piccolo because a lot of the Namekians are named after instruments, so she's a pan flute.
Pan flute, yeah, that's pretty cool. It made me think of the Step Brothers scene whenever they said pan, because I asked you, I'm like, pan with an N. And there's a part in
Pan.
Step
Yeah.
Pam with what? What is it?
So that and you saw Bulma had a daughter.
Yes, yeah. That totally, yeah, that just kind of went.
They didn't really acknowledge it at all.
No.
Like literally like 2 shots probably had her.
Yeah.
And she said 1 line maybe.
We don't know her name.
Do you want to?
Yeah.
No, you'll know eventually.
Okay, fair enough.
Well, what would you say? Considering Bulma and Trunks is Bloomers and Trunks.
Is Bulma mean bloomers?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna guess
Japan.
I'm gonna guess pants or.
That's Trunks. Trunks is pants.
Oh, fair enough. Socks.
No.
You'll
get it if you keep guessing.
Jorts.
No.
Tights.
No, but that is something else.
Sorry if you hear the plane that it must be directly over my house.
It's a big one. You're close, dude. You're so close.
Undies?
No.
Am I getting colder or hotter?
No, you're getting hotter.
Hotter?
Yeah.
Bra?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
What the heck?
That's just
Fair
little
enough.
trivia for you.
I was gonna guess bulge, like mixing
Bulge.
Bulma and Vegeta.
That would have been a way better name. That would have been awesome.
Bulge.
I'm glad you did both for good measure. And then you like thought about it for a second.
I needed to see if it like worked, and it does. It's better than bra.
Yeah. So overall, I kind of get like yeah. I mean that's the ending.
How do you feel? When was the last time you finished Dragon Ball Z?
Oh gosh, probably since I was probably like 12 or 13. Like watched it all the way through.
When you finished it, were you like in the same boat kind of?
I don't really know. I think I was too young to really know or care.
You were just like, they fought. This is awesome.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't even really that I don't remember. I don't remember ending it the first time, but I just remember. I think I watched GT afterwards. I remember watching GT in 8th grade. I know that, or 7th. I borrowed it from a friend. No, it was freshman year.
Oh, nice.
Freshman year. I remember borrowing it from a friend. He had the DVDs. I watched all of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z illegally online. Yeah, dude. There was a website called dbz.tv, and it had every episode of Dragon Ball in English, and it had every episode of Dragon Ball Z in English.
That's awesome.
Yep.
I used to use Kiss Anime.
Yeah, that's another one. But yeah, I don't know. I don't like the ending.
Yeah.
I'm glad but I also don't love like a midquel, which is technically what Super would be considered if you're going to look at it that way. Like I don't love the fact that it takes place, during a time skip. But I will say I am a fan of Super, and I do think that I don't think that it's poorly done in most ways.
I have so many questions now that I'm annoyed that I will not get answered for years probably, because like I want to know now where Superhero falls. And is Superhero Battle of the Gods to a new Dragon Ball series?
Right. Well,
Which I know the answer to that. We don't know yet because it's been since August, and they haven't really announced anything that I'm aware. I haven't seen anything online.
try the fact that I think Super ended in 2019.
Broly was 2019, so that probably makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, it was around the same time. Broly came out shortly after it ended. And ever since then, the manga has continued, and they've completed 2 more full-on arcs. Yeah,
that's right. I knew that.
And they still have not announced like an anime to adapt those arcs.
Do you think it'd be a new anime, or is it just like they stopped making Super episodes, even though the manga continued?
I don't really know. It's also weird because the manga and the anime are like kind of 2 different continuities because they overlap and they change things from each other, and they're both kind of like their own canon. And I don't know because all 131 episodes of Super under like Crunchyroll, it falls under, it's all season 1. Like it's all its own. It's not even like divided into seasons. It's not really like modern anime where like 13 to 26 episodes come out every few years and you get like actual seasons. It was serialized, so it was like an every Saturday kind of thing, which at first it really suffered for it. But now I want to know what you think. First off, you're finally going to watch your first piece of quote-unquote modern Dragon Ball Z media. So what do you think? Actually, we'll save that for the next episode. I'll ask you what you think that Battle of Gods is going to be. Theories. So we should probably go over the actual episodes themselves, but there's actually not too much to say. 287 is celebrations with Majin Buu, and it's pretty much just like the post-fight, reunions. They decide, so Namek is celebrating, Goku's resting on the rock, and Satan's celebrating. They're still on the Supreme Kai planet, and then Dende and them show up, and he's a kid again.
Yeah.
Dude, he goes back and forth, I think probably like 15 times.
I thought in one of the later episodes that he was like older than he even usually is, and has like a goatee, but it was just shadowing.
A goatee.
But I was like, man, if they gave Dende a goatee, that's actually sick.
That would be. So yeah, he heals Vegeta, and then Satan goes over and finds the nice Buu, the fat Buu, laying there, and he's like, hey, can you heal him too? And then Vegeta kind of goes on his whole tirade about how like it's not even worth the risk to keep him alive, and he's just gonna blast him to smithereens. Whose side were you on for that? Kill or not kill?
Not Vegeta's side, no.
Yeah.
Everything we had seen of Buu, like at this point now, indicates that it's less that he was like pure. Well, he wasn't pure evil like Kid Buu. He just needed a little help. He had some tendencies that he needed some therapy to work through, and weirdly enough, Satan is that therapy.
He needed some ice. Oh shit! He needed some ice cream. Goku talked Vegeta out of killing him. Because he saved Vegeta's life, and he's one of him and Satan, Buu and Satan are one of the reasons that they were able to kill Kid Buu in the first place.
Yeah.
I don't remember like Kid Buu feeling like so inconclusive. It almost feels like we killed Frieza like before he got to his second form. You know what I mean? Like we never really saw Kid Buu do anything or like get hurt or like it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird to me.
He didn't struggle. Like he just got beat by one move that you couldn't. I mean, no one's gonna last through.
Right.
An earth-powered spirit bomb. Yeah,
exactly. And he was so evil, and yeah, we really got so little of. I know he's like the 5th Buu, but like we got so little of him. And what's funny is like even so, he's like a lot of people's favorite. He's probably my favorite Buu, I would say.
Yeah, as a fighter, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so I mean that's done. Was there 1% of you that was gonna be like expecting him to come back for like one episode, like regenerate?
No. I would have walked out. I would have been done. Dragon Ball Speak would have been over early if they did that. That would have been so lame to the episode prior.
I do think they should have done like a little more work into like really making it feel conclusive during the episode of his death, because like we had seen him get blasted to smithereens so many times before. And like this one is a little bit more like when Cell died, where it like shows it more. But like I still don't think that it's, I don't know. They could have done like next episode there's a pink cloud and then he's formed again. You know what I mean? Like they could have if they wanted to. But reunited. Oh yeah, so everyone's everyone reunites on the lookout, which is heartfelt as normal. Yes. It's kind of like when Goku came. It's kind of like when Goku came back the first time from the dead, and then this time he's actually alive again. Which
Surprise.
I assume is like for thousands of years, because I assume that's what a Supreme Kai's lifespan is. But who knows? Maybe Super will have 1,000-year time jump.
Spoilers.
And then Oob will be dead, so they don't have to address him. But yeah, the rest of the episode's filler. Majin Buu's walking around, and it shows that he's nice now, and he's not going to kill people, and he gets ice cream. And he
fights some guys.
Is the guy's name Bitball Bean?
What?
That's what I kept hearing.
It might be.
Bitball Bean.
Bitball Bean.
I don't know. They said it like 4 times. And I like this. We get Say a Man and Say a Girl.
Yeah, new combo, and they did not follow up on that at all.
No.
Yeah.
It's a little it's just a little something.
That's basically the last time we hear Videl speak in the series.
Dude.
Like for
her
real.
voice after the time skip for the 4 lines she had was horrible.
I don't even know if it was the same actor. It was
like she was trying to impersonate like a cartoon rich woman. It didn't sound like her at all.
Yeah.
I think it was probably the same person, but like she took the animation director's, like, he was probably like, yeah, so you're like, kind of, you're wealthy. It's been 10 years, so you're a little older. And like, she took that and ran.
She went full, Arbon.
Arbon?
Not Arbon.
What is Arbon?
What's his Zarbon?
It was kind of like Zarbon. I thought you said Arbon because I think that's is that like a pyramid scheme, like sales thing?
I got no idea. I was trying to say Zarbon.
Arbon. Yeah. There was another homophobia.
Yeah, a lot of that.
Alive and well.
Yeah.
In Dragon Ball Z. Yeah.
There's a character who is very stereotypically cast as gay, and Goku and not Goku. Goten and Trunks they don't even want to be near him, and they make fun of each other for having to fight him, and
they say there's one weird guy here.
Yeah.
Yeah, not proud of Goten and Trunks.
No.
Not proud. You guys have a lot to learn about the world.
You're going to regret those teenage years.
Yep.
But we didn't even see that fight because Goku leaves.
And the
tournament, that's the end of the tournament.
Yeah.
Well, no, we do see that other fights happen, but
did you expect one last tournament? That's the 28th World Martial Arts Tournament.
No, I didn't expect it. I actually thought if you would have told me episode 289 was the end, I would have been like, cool. I actually think
Oh, really?
The one where Goku finally makes it to dinner on time and it closes in on his face, and it's like, it would have been a little campy, but
I hated that episode.
Really? I didn't hate it.
I hated it.
I liked it. It's Goku's late because he's fighting, and he finally shows up, and everyone's super happy, and
no,
it could, end of our time with these characters.
It could have been good, but like it wasn't.
I think it's better than the last episode.
I don't.
Well,
I think it could have been a better ending than the last episode, but like the episode itself had really, really bad quality. Like not just animation, but just like everything. I didn't like. No, like.
Disagree.
And I gave this one. Oh, we got some Super Saiyan ass. We actually saw an actual Super Saiyan ass on camera.
Yeah, we did. And it's very strange. It was Goten and Goku, and then Trunks. And I was like, that's a little weird.
Yeah, I think it's a cultural thing.
Yeah, it is.
And Videl got a little peek of Goku's let's just say dad dick.
She said that's where it comes from.
Oh my god.
No, grandpa. That's grandpa dick.
Oh my god. It's twice as powerful and probably 3 times longer.
Yeah.
They say when you become a grandpa, everything gets
closer to the earth.
and wider relative to the earth. More girth, more earth. That's what I always say. I gave it a 4 out of 7.
I gave it a 4 out of 7 stars as well.
Yeah, it was an episode.
It was exactly what I thought the next episode would be. Just kind of, catching up with these characters where they at. A little more emphasis on Boo, but I liked it. He didn't have the dude said 14 scoops of ice cream, but it wasn't. It was 12. So.
Did you count?
Yeah.
Nice.
That was like, I immediately counted because I knew they were gonna try to rip off Boo, just because like seems like he's a kid. Maybe he can't count to 14. Well, I got your back, Boo.
Well, imagine like I know everyone in the world forgot about his existence because they did that, but like imagine a giant pink beast.
Yeah, they still don't act like how they should.
No, he's horrifying.
Even the little girl is like, yeah, it's ice cream.
Like I'm thinking like as tall as the ceiling and like half of the room in width and pink and also talks scary. I would be scared. Episode 288 is our last filler episode. It's called He's Always Late. One more for the road. I give it a 1 out of 7. First off,
I did write 1, but then I changed it to 2 because I felt
you said
bad.
you liked it.
No, 289. Granddaughter Pan, right?
Oh.
Maybe I got
You said
the
he's
episodes
late
mixed
to the
up.
dinner. That's and he's always late.
Oh, then I got it mixed up.
Okay. Granddaughter
maybe
Pan, I liked.
Whatever 288 is, I gave it 2 out of 7 stars, and I wrote 1 at first, but then I changed it.
It's the
to
one
2
where he's
'cause-
watching the egg hatch the whole time.
Oh yeah, terrible. That was the one I almost fell asleep during.
Dude, I don't blame you. Imagine like all your friends are having a food party and what is that called?
A food party, a potluck.
Dinner?
A dinner,
Sure.
barbecue. They're having a barbecue party. is what it is.
Barbecue. I wish our families had barbecues. Anyway,
Well, we do. We just none of us barbecue.
no, like I wish we had barbecues, like not the grill, but like the event.
Oh,
Like a
we
barbecue.
could make it happen.
No. Anyway, imagine watching eggs hatch instead of a barbecue. I like the sentiment. Like Goku,
I don't.
He's like more connected with nature than he is with like people, and he's a hillbilly.
You know what he's more connected with over nature though?
What?
Food.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's actually a really good point.
Yeah. If Goku found out there was a barbecue party, he would be at a barbecue party.
Did you like? Did you like him wearing a suit?
Yeah, it was actually the fit went dummy hard. I like the brown, like the casual brown vest with the lavender purple pants.
Yeah.
You're
You're about to have a lot of fits to rate next episode.
Yeah. Well, this one too. Everybody has a nice little party outfit except Android 18. They give her like nothing. She's still wearing the same outfit.
That's actually a good point.
Kind of lame. I mean, it's a great outfit, but if everyone else is getting all like fancy and dolled up, like, come on, animators.
I love how this episode ends. Like the circle closes in on Goku's face. He gives the camera a wink,
Yeah.
and it's
like,
very that's all, folks.
Yeah, Looney Tunes.
They
They even have like they even have like a saying. I don't know what it is, but it says something about the sun Goku and whatever. But terrible episode.
It's the egg saga.
The egg. Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Second only to the Garlic Jr. saga.
Maybe. 289 is Granddaughter Pan. This is where the episode starts, and then we see like Trunks driving the plane, and then you're like, oh, I wonder if we're revisiting future Trunks.
I wrote Future Trunks with 3 question marks.
But then it was Trunks.
Yeah, I forgot that you could do that in shows. The way that he was in the ship made me like that's a Future Trunks thing to do.
I do think they did that on purpose.
Yeah.
They wanted you to think that.
And he was going to Mount Pow's.
Yeah, it's Mount Paozu.
It's Mount Pow's. They said so in the show. Liar.
That's where they live. We see older Gohan. I think it's pretty fitting for his character to be like a bookworm.
His mom won in the end. Chi-Chi got what she wanted.
She did win.
Her son is a nerd.
And Vidal's like, oh, hey, there you are.
Yeah, that was weird.
She doesn't say that, but that's what she sounds like.
That's what she sounds like. It's it's so strange. But yeah, he goes and sees Gohan's a nerd,
Gokhan.
and he's trying to find he's there to find Goten. But before that, Trunks says Vegeta said that Satan saved the world, basically.
Yes.
I don't believe Vegeta would say that. And Based Videl basically says her dad is full of it.
I think Vegeta would say that because
No,
he
wouldn't.
did.
No.
Because it's the truth of the matter.
No, it's not. It's not the truth of the matter.
It is. Vegeta tried to get everyone to give their energy, and they wouldn't listen to him, and they would listen to Satan. And if it wasn't for that, there wouldn't have been a spirit bomb, and Boo would have killed everyone.
We talked about how that I don't think that would work.
What?
How if Mr. Satan does not have power over the world? We talked about this.
It did work.
We agreed. I was right. No, it worked because it needed to.
The whole world loves him.
No, they don't.
They do. To me, they do in my interpretation.
They do to me.
He matters to me.
No, I know. I just, I'm still hating on Mr. Satan. He's still the lame old schemer that he is.
I like schemers.
I like schemers too, but I don't like this one.
5 years. Oh yeah. So he finds Chi-Chi, and she's doing something, and then Gohan and Videl and talk to him, and then they go find Goten, and Goten and Goku are sparring. Boom.
Goten has a shirt that says Goten's son on it.
Yeah, it's awesome. First off. Second off, Goku has graduated from the Turtle Hermit outfit and is now his own master.
Yeah.
And has his own outfit. What do you think?
I liked it.
The blue?
It didn't like, it wasn't like so drastic that I like blew my socks off, but it's cool. I like that I like the sentiment of it more than the actual design.
Like just the fact that he's, at like this point he's a martial arts master. And
yeah.
Yep.
I do wonder, I think we'll see a return to the orange though.
A return to what?
The orange.
Oh, yes.
We saw it in Fortnite.
Oh, Fortnite when we get a Victory Royale,
yes.
Which we got 2 the other day.
Yeah, we
and
did.
Guess who wasn't there? You guys. Yeah. And I said we have trios and we play duos, but we usually have a room in the squad. Guess who did not answer the call? You are only allowed to play with us if you have the Dragon Ball Z skins.
And you must have the new skins that they just released, which is Piccolo and Gohan. And you have to have the B-Stacks. If you don't have Gohan's B-Stacks, you don't get to play.
What about Piccolo's house axe?
That is also very important.
Yeah.
Those are big parts of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, and I presume Super.
Dude, the axe is so funny.
It's so strange.
Yeah. Also, I will say the Gohan and Piccolo skins are way, way, way better than the Goku skin.
Laughably better.
Unfortunate.
It's kind of sad.
I sent you a picture the other day, and you didn't even believe that was what the Goku skin looked like, even though you own it.
It's wild how much better the Gohan. Like if you put Gohan and Goku side by side, it's not even. I want a refund for my Goku skin until they redo it.
I wonder if they'll redo it. They won't redo it.
They won't. No. They will, and they'll charge us. They'll be like, better Goku.
You owe
$20.
Yeah, you owe 2,000 V-Bucks. So yeah, we get Goku's new fit, and then Vegeta and Bulma show up. Do you like Vegeta's? What is it? It's like a dark red leather jacket.
Yeah.
Or dark blackish red.
It's pretty dope. Big Shadow the Hedgehog vibes. Overall, I'm most disappointed with how these last slew of episodes treat Vegeta. He doesn't really get much, nothing. Like no hurrah. Not even him and Goku don't even have a I mean, they say they're gonna fight again, but like,
which I don't even know if I like that because he said he has admitted he put it all out on the table that Goku is better than him.
Yeah,
that doesn't mean he doesn't like fighting, but like that arc is kind of, I don't know. To me, that arc is kind of complete where like he's like, you are better than me. You will be better than me. You know, it's gonna stay that way.
If anything, he needs to be like, all right, teach me how to do Super Saiyan 3.
He did seem nicer.
Yeah, he did. But he just didn't have much to work with. Like, they kind of... Vegeta is like the second main character in a way, in a lot of ways.
Oh, yes.
There's a bunch of second main characters. It's Goku, and then, like, you got Piccolo, Gohan, and Vegeta. All kind of swap in and out as needed.
But as the series,
yes,
like, overall, it's definitely Vegeta.
And he didn't get anything, like, in these last... Like, it's just kind of a... whimper.
He smirked a little bit.
Yeah, and he did break the fourth wall.
He gave Majin Buu a hot dog.
He did.
Or a sandwich, perhaps. A Reuben? Have you ever? I've never had a Reuben.
I have. That's like the corned beef thing.
I've had corned beef hash from a can. Have you not?
No. But,
my mom used to.
Well, I might. I don't know.
You fry it up with some eggs.
Like a Spam type can?
Yeah. And it's got like a little piece of potato.
It's probably pretty good. I like Spam.
It's like ground Spam with like little pieces of potato. I would eat it out of the can. I swear. I have no standards.
Have you ever seen the like sushi pieces? It's like rice, Spam, and then seaweed.
No, but I love Spam.
Try that. I know it would be delicious.
One of the most delicious meals I had as a kid, no joke, is Spam over a fire. Like cooked over a fire.
Oh, like a hot dog.
Fried, fried. No, it's not. No, it's like sliced. It's like.
No, what I'm saying, like.
Oh,
in the same way as you just cook a hot dog.
It was in a pan. It was pan fried over fire, but yeah. It was incredible. It's salty. It's tasty.
Saying Spam over a fire, and then you're just pan frying it is different.
But it was outside.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. There you go. That's fair. I thought you were cooking it on like a stove, and you're like, fire roasted Spam.
Yeah. No. It was a real fire.
Spam's good. Does Spam disrespect in the
What is the Spam dish we had recently at Epcot? The Hawaiian spam one. Is it spam hash or something?
It was like pineapple, spam, and something else. It was on a sandwich? Like a Hawaiian slider type thing?
I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. If you've ever been to Disney's Epcot Food and Wine Festival, happens once per year, drop your
Just
opinion
tell us
in the
you have.
comments. What did you have?
If you've been, say yes in the comments. If you haven't, you don't need to answer. Like, you're good.
Yeah. We're Floridians, so Disney World is kind of part of our culture.
Literally.
Yep, so we got Pan is introduced. She flies in because she flew around the world. What'd you think, Pan?
She's cool. I like her. She's she seems more like a Vegeta spawn than Gohan and Videl, but I think that's funny.
I think it's just kind of like a skipped a generation thing where she's more like Goku than she is like her parents.
Yeah. She likes fighting, and she loves her grandpa. She loves Goku, like truly admires him, probably thinks he's the world. And will probably wants to learn how to fight from him, which is why
unfortunately he does abandon her for we assume years.
Hardcore, and he doesn't really care.
No, he said he'll visit sometimes.
Maybe.
He won't.
No.
I know he won't because he doesn't do it for his friend. They laid out last episode that he wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Piccolo said I didn't like this. Piccolo didn't sign up for the tournament because he was like, no, and hang out and try to fight you guys. First off, lame. Not the usual Chad Piccolo energy we're feeling. Second, he said, I'm too old for this. Well, guess what? He's only 4 years older than Gohan. Gohan's probably like 26 right now.
Yeah, explain
27,
that.
give or take.
I think he's actually 28.
28, yeah, that
That
would be gotta get that. That math would check out. Videl's voice is horrible, I wrote. Satan wants to get to the finals, and the finalists are pretty much who we see, all our main characters.
They're like building up this character that Goku really wants to fight. It's someone who's extremely powerful. He's feeling the suppressed energy, and he's so excited to fight. And Vegeta's like, who is it? And Goku's like, we'll find out. And I thought it was going to be a bigger deal. I completely forgot that the Boo reincarnation thing was a thing.
Yeah, I
heard that and just kind of like let it flow right over me because I didn't think it'd be followed up in the next 4 episodes that we watched. 5 episodes.
Yeah, that was why I asked you about it. It was a little tongue-in-cheek of me. Just like that. I give this one a 4 out of 7 too. It was also an episode. I like the time skip.
I gave it a 5 out of 7.
Nice. Yeah, I knew it was coming and I was excited. And... Yep. Did you like Goten's hair?
Yeah, actually I did.
Yeah, me too.
Very kind of like like a little shaggier than the usual for the Saiyans.
Yeah, I like that it wasn't identical to Goku's anymore. Kind of gave him his own identity. Episode 290 is Boo's reincarnation. Spoiler alert, but Oob is the reincarnation of Boo. Do you like the name Oob?
Yeah.
I don't.
It makes me think of Ube.
I do like Ube. I also like Boba. It kind of sounds like Ube. I get
Ube
Taro.
Boba.
I get Taro. We've had this conversation. Is it the same thing or not? I still don't know if Taro and Ube are the same thing.
I like that we had this conversation, put no effort into finding an answer, and here we are again.
And I won't.
No, we won't. Neither am I.
Taro, I know, is purple. Ube is like a purple yam, I think.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's the same origin. Anyway, someone's talking the smack. I think it's Wild Tiger's talking the smack to Oob.
He always does that too. It's so frustrating.
It's like a recurring theme of the show, series is Wild Tiger. And Oob is like, oh, maybe I did get lucky, but he didn't. And he said, don't mess with Wild Tiger. And I wouldn't.
No. Like, we know about Wild Tiger. You do not mess with him.
It's the one rule of martial arts tournament. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we get the homophobic part where he's like, one of them's not so normal, and we get a very stereotypical portrayal of a gay man. We didn't appreciate that. I know it was 1998 or so, but, like, let's be better, people. Krillin gets called a wimp by his wife. Straight up might as well be getting cucked over there.
I get it. Like, if Android 18 is who I'm going home to at night, like,
yeah,
whatever flows goes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, when you're batting out of your league a little bit there, old Krillin.
Yeah. Also, like, he named his kid after his ex-girlfriend, so like,
true.
He doesn't really have any power in the relationship anymore because either she knows and she's like, I will stay with you, but I'm the leader now, or he knows that he's just got to go with it. That's a big, big, big mistake. And I'm positive Dragon Ball Super will show us the consequences of that.
It's actually an arc. Spoilers.
Really? The Marin arc?
Yeah, so Marin becomes, I'll just say it, the villain.
Oh my God.
Yeah, not his daughter, the old Marin.
Oh.
How's that for a twist? Fusion, all that stuff. And...
Fusion, Kamehameha, there's, spirit bombs, all the other terms.
Kaioken.
Where is, Tien?
We saw him at the filler episode drinking a beer. And I did enjoy Tien with a brewski. But otherwise...
That's a man's man. Chaozu?
Yeah. I mean, otherwise, they've always kind of been doing their own thing.
Where is...
Poir?
Yes. No, we saw Poir.
Did we?
No, we didn't. I'm thinking of Pui Pui, which we did see.
Pui Pui?
What is the name? Yamcha's dude.
Poir!
Oh, then I'm thinking of... Okay,
Pui Pui. Do you know who Pui Pui is?
I know that word.
Do you know who Pui Pui? Pui Pui is one of Frieza's minions that Vegeta kills on Namek 3 years ago.
Oh,
we're
flowing through all of Dragon Ball Z.
It's all coming back all at once.
I'm so sad. I'm not remembering this guy's name because he's iconic. He saved the world. No, he saved
Mr. Satan.
No, he's literally none of Dragon Ball Z would have happened without him because he defeated Vegeta.
Krillin?
No.
Yajirobe.
Yeah. Where's Yajirobe? Why did he get invited to the party?
He's up there on Korin Tower.
But he should have gotten the invite.
He likes his senzu beans.
That's fair, but I know he also likes, barbecue meats.
True. It's funny. Yeah, he's if you go back to Dragon Ball, he's considered one of the strongest characters in Dragon Ball.
Yeah, and then he actually does save the world. He cuts Vegeta's tail. Otherwise, I don't know if Goku would have gotten out of that mess.
Agreed. We get Majin Buu does a little magic to make Goku and Oob number 3 and number 4 because he wants to fight him. And Vegeta come... I don't know what I wrote. I have no idea.
You don't have to worry about all the different rounds because the only ones we see round 1, Pan versus Wild Tiger, and she destroys him in 3 kicks. That was awesome. And then round 2 is Goku versus Oob, and we don't see the fight start. We just see Goku being extreme dick to Oob.
Yeah, he said his dad's a bedwetter.
Yeah, and that his mom is ugly, and that his village sucks, and that he sucks. Goku goes hard just to draw out the power hidden within Oob. And then the narrator says, what's going to happen next?
I wrote Vegeta Smackdown. Couldn't read it because he killed the one guy before he had to fight him.
Yeah, that happens sometimes.
Yep. Pan versus Wild Tiger, Goku versus Oob. Just the beginning of it, I gave it a 5 out of 7.
I gave it 3 out of 7.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's on low. It was average, but it's just fine. It was not really anything happened.
Yeah, I mean, all these last episodes are, kind of whatever. 291 is Goku's next journey. I really didn't write almost any notes.
I wrote a bunch.
Well, you go ahead and take it away because I was just gonna say it's pretty much the Goku versus Oob fight.
Oob is doing work on Goku immediately.
Yes.
Vegeta says Oob is learning to fight while fighting.
Yes.
That means he's going to be a good protege.
Yes.
Because every good protege learns to fight while fighting. Oob is kicking Goku's ass. But not actually. Pretty good try, Goku says to Oob.
That sounded kind of like Goku.
I just felt like I was reading that like a kindergarten teacher.
Oh, I thought you were going to show a drawing or something. I thought I was going to get a little surprised. I was excited.
Next up, Goku decides he wants to murder this child by going straight up into the air and just preparing a Kamehameha as the kid is barely hanging on for dear life. And then it doesn't happen. No, it does happen, but it doesn't destroy Oob.
It doesn't happen.
You're right. Oob's ledge falls before he does
Yeah,
it. And
yeah,
that's
yeah.
when he realizes he doesn't need to do it. That's when Goku goes down, picks him up, and is like, look, I was being a dick to you on purpose. I needed to draw energy from you because I think that you have some potential. And then Goku, without asking, basically says, I'm going to come live in your village and train you. And Oob's like, well, Goku, some people have real lives and real stakes in those lives. I have to take care of my village and work all day, and I don't get to train. I don't get to fight. That's a sport, and that barely gets to happen because I have a real job. And Goku, yeah, he has not had a real job once.
No.
No, he doesn't know the struggles of working and balancing what you want to do.
That's
with
what we
you have
call
to do.
privilege.
Yeah, Goku has same privilege.
Agreed.
And but once Goku hears that, he's like, you know what? Mr. Satan is rich. He's got more money than he does body hair.
A little bit of a weird line.
Yeah, it's strange. And he's like, oh, he will sponsor you, Oob. I don't really know what that means.
I don't either. You want to know what? I gotta jump back real quick. I did not like that when Goku sent the spirit bomb to Kid Buu, he said adios.
Oh, you're jumping way back.
Yeah, I forgot to mention it because I saw it again in the preview or whatever the last time, and not a fan.
Well, I mean, that's his tagline.
Spanish?
Adios.
Crap.
You forgot. That's in Fighter Z. That's in Kakarot. That's in Tenkaichi Budokai.
Dude, you can actually play
I
Kakarot
know.
now. I just realized.
And then the new gen update just came out too. I
Did
think
it?
January 27th, I believe.
Are you gonna buy it?
Or borrow it from you.
You'll have to pay $10 for the upgrade.
Oh, then I'll
Is
probably
that
just buy it
is
so
it
I
a
can
free
own it.
upgrade or is it a
I think
$10?
I thought it was a free upgrade.
Well, look into it. Yeah, just look into it, and you should play it. It's great.
Yes, I want to now. Is Oob in it?
No,
Stupid
it
ass
ends with
game.
the spirit bomb, I think.
Goku decides to leave and he goes and tells everybody. Doesn't give them a chance to reason with him. Doesn't give them, a minute. And they're like, "Are you leaving for good?" And he says, "Not sure," which is, or sort of. So he doesn't even give them the not sure. The not sure is basically, yes, I'm leaving you for good, but maybe not.
Yeah.
Sort of is, I am leaving you. I
Yeah.
just don't have it in me to say it. Thanks for understanding, he says. They say, we don't understand. You're not being cool, dad, husband, friend. Chi-Chi, no, Bulma coming through with the heat this episode, says to Chi-Chi, Goku's going to have to grow up one day and realize there's more to life than fighting.
Wow.
I would assume that the family and friends and the kids and the grandkids would have taught him that, but they didn't. And then Piccolo, he's being a bro to Goku, says, Bulma, you know what? That's the happiest I've seen Goku ever. That's pretty disrespectful to say to Chi-Chi. She's been trying her heart out for 10 years.
Trying her heart out.
Trying her heart out for 10 years to make Goku happy. And Piccolo's like, this random kid that just showed up made him happier than Goku's ever been with you and your little family.
Maybe he doesn't like Mount Pause anymore.
Maybe he doesn't. And Krillin agrees. So take that as you will. They leave. Goku and Oob fly off. They have a weird moment where they're yelling together, and Goku's like, "Yell louder."
It was a bit
just
strange.
Just a weird thing. And then the narrator says while they're flying off, everyone's watching them fly away. As long as Goku lives, peace and prosperity shall reign.
Which is the antithesis to the whole message of the early Buu arc, which was that like you shouldn't have to rely on one person to protect the world.
Yep.
And you got to like let the next generation take over.
Which Goku's kind of doing, but he's also setting Oob up to be the one person that takes care of the world, which is just a lot for someone to shoulder.
Plus, like, is he? You know what I mean? We basically get a reveal here that the only reason he's actually training him is because he wants to fight him at his full potential.
Yeah, and it's like, you're going to win. Goku, like, you're good. This kid didn't do anything to you.
Would he win against someone who is basically Kid Buu if he can't use a spirit bomb on him to kill him?
That's fair, I guess. I didn't think about that.
Yeah. So maybe think next time before you say some power scaling bullshit.
That's fair.
I gave it a 5.
Sorry, Father. I gave it a 4.
Father. That's Gohan.
That's pretty good.
Nah, it actually was.
Give me a Goten, but
Father.
Teenage Goten.
Father.
Now Trunks.
Hey Goten.
That was really good.
Thanks.
And then one last Yajirobe for the road.
Oh. What is he? Oh God. Hey Goku, I want to eat some sensu beans. I can't really remember what he sounds like.
Yeah, we heard like one line in the last trio of episodes, and then we hadn't seen him in a minute before that. But ladies and gentlemen, we finished Dragon Ball Z. We did it.
And for those of you who have stuck with us most of the way, for those of you who have been here since the beginning, and for those of you who have only just recently found us, we can say nothing but thank you, because it is cool to us that you listen to our probably usually bad opinions and kind of take this journey with us. We kind of dropped this whole thing, but me is the expert on Dragon Ball Z, and Wesley was watching for the first time, which creates a very fun dynamic. It's going to continue for Super, perhaps one day GT, and by that point, hopefully Super has continued again, and we will probably just keep up with it and keep a weekly or year or however it works. We'll keep up with all that.
That was the original goal, is to one day get to the point where we can do weekly reviews of episodes. And, we're going to get there. We're trudging along. I tell you what, if they announce a sequel to Super, we might be fast-tracking Super to get in on that weekly heat.
I don't know that we would even have to, because it would probably be a year out, and we are going to take a year to finish Super.
10 to
probably a year and a half. And so...
the real ones, no.
Yes. And so we'll have to see about that. But I'm very excited for multiple things in Super, especially hearing, what you're going to think happens next, because there's a lot less Super ingrained in our culture than there is Z.
Yeah.
Even though you've probably seen the occasional GIF or picture or whatever, you still don't know the half of it. So that'll be exciting. And we got some more movies to watch. We're going to do Battle of Gods after next week's review of the whole series. And then we'll do Resurrection F. Then we'll watch Super and then go from there.
And then Broly. Finally.
We need to watch Broly, Broly. We need to watch Bio Broly. We need to watch Fusion Reborn. And then after we finish Super, we'll watch Broly.
Ryan, if you're listening to this, get ready.
Oh, for Bio Broly? This time he has to be here the whole time, not halfway through. Yes. Is that what happened last time? He jumped in. Yeah, he showed up.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Next time he'll be here the whole time. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Dragon Ball Speak. I'm one of... How do I end it? I almost started the intro again. Find out next time on Dragon Ball Speak.